Hey, what is up, guys and girls? Hurricane Liz here, and in this video I go over a bestseller in Amazon KDP, which is potentially breaking the KDP terms of service. So I'm going to show you what they're doing, how sneaky it is, and possibly how they will never get caught because of the fact that KDP chooses to turn the other cheek just like Amazon does. This is a tactic that many high-level FBA sellers have used for years and years to not only collect their customer information, but also to get a tremendous amount of reviews. All the big dogs do it, and today I'm gonna blow the whole lid on the whole thing. So without further ado, I'm super fired up. I hope you're fired up. So let's go ahead and do this. All right, so we're here on my actual screen share, and I'm gonna say this much. This is where I finally saw what a Jade Summer is doing to get the tremendous amount of reviews. And this is why all that work that you put into building your funnel is gonna be well worth it if you actually decide to do this. Now, I will say this much, this potentially can be against the terms of service. And the other thing that I'm also gonna show you is all the emails that I've gotten from Jade Summer thus far. And remember, I've been on their list for over a month, so I do think they do a tremendous job. However, I just think that what they're doing is a little bit shady. And although it is a practice used by many of the top FBA sellers who have acquired tens and tens of thousands of reviews on their actual products, as well as achieved high bestseller rankings and made tens and tens of millions of dollars, it's something that you got to be careful with. So don't say I didn't warn you. Just wanted to put that out there before I actually dive into the actual funnel. So the first thing that we want to see here is that the very first email that I got from Nick over at Jade Summer was October 27th, and that was simply just asking me to confirm my subscription to their actual list, which happens to be held on ConvertKit, which, as you guys know, is the very same thing that I teach you to build your funnels on. It's pretty quick, it's pretty easy, and ConvertKit is one of the best autoresponders in the business. And then the last thing that I did want to mention about ConvertKit is I do actually use it. So I am an affiliate for it. There is a link to use it below, but I also use it. So I practice what I preach. It's my favorite of all autoresponders, and it's what I continue to use now and in the future. So let's talk about the second email that Nick sent over. It's after confirming the subscription. It's nothing other than a download link to my free 100 coloring pages, which Jade Summer has on their site as their main lead magnet, which, to remind those of you who have not seen the video yet, if I head on over to Jade Summer, the actual offer that I'm signing up for is right here, the 100 free coloring pages that I get immediately upon entering my first name and my email address. So that is the second email. The third email, which is right here, is an email that I open up, and it's nothing more than a promotional email for their brand new book that's called Girls Can Be Anything. It was $4.99. They offered it to me for $4.99 on Amazon. If I go click on over into Amazon, let's take a look and see. Right now, it's still $4.99. And I see that it hasn't been selling too well. The way you can gather that is it's only got 5 ratings, which is very little for Jade Summer, even when they first launch. And it's 57,000 in books, which for Jade Summer, that's like chicken scratch right there. That's not even good, right? That's not even good for an average person launching this thing. But a lot of people would say, like, Liz, you're nuts. I would die for 57,000. But for Jade Summer, this is chicken scratch, people. This is really chicken scratch. And you'll also notice that they also try and sell a few other books. And they also invite you over to the Facebook group, and they encourage you to complete your coloring pages, which is pretty awesome on their part. I think they've done a tremendous job of that. The next email that I got is discovering the Jade Summer collection and showing you that they have over 125 books in their catalogs, and then inviting you over straight into their website. And I believe their website actually leads straight on over into Amazon, which is really great because it's providing them that external traffic and thus helping them rank their books better. The other thing that's available is a digital edition, where if you click on the digital edition, that will take you over to Lulu. So they drive their own traffic to their Amazon listing and their Lulu listing, and that's how they get ranked very well, particularly in Amazon. Now, I don't know how the Lulu algorithm works, but on the Amazon algorithm, if you send traffic from an external site, it is looked at very positively in your favor, and Amazon will reward you with better organic rank for your actual book. So that's a really good move on their part, and that was what email 3 was about. Now, the next email is the 25 Gothic Tattoos email, which launched, and they're selling it for $4.99. If we take a look and see what's going on now, the price of this one has increased, and that's because it's doing pretty well. So if we take a look at what this ranks, or the BSR down here, we'll notice that it is at 72,000, which is also chicken scratch for Jade Summer. So both these books not doing as great as Jade Summer classically does, but certainly they're sending out emails. The next one is Nick inviting you to join their artwork group, where again, they get people to give them their colored pages, and then they use those colored pages as content for every single one of their social media outlets, which is ingenious. I mean, this is their most brilliant idea yet. and that is why they are Jade Summer and they sell a shit ton of books. So it also invites you to join their other Facebook group, and they do a good job of constantly promoting everything that they actually have. Now the next page is their 100 Kawaii Girls and Kawaii Christmas. And once again, this is just announcing that these are available on Amazon and that they are for sale. And then once again, promoting all their other actual books at the bottom. And again, inviting them to Facebook groups. So they do a lot of good things here to get a lot of people into their funnel and a lot of people to be buying their book, as well as promoting external traffic to Amazon, which gets them high rankings. And then lastly, here's another email that shows 100 Christmas and Christmas for kids. And once again, sending you to Amazon and showing you all the different Christmas books that they have in their arsenal. And I'm imagining that this does a pretty good job of making them some extra sales. And then we've got the Discover 100 Awesome Tattoos coloring pages, as well as going over to their Facebook group and looking at other books that they have. So that is again another email. But here is the email that I do believe breaks TOS and breaks a lot of rules. So I'm going to show you this email. Here is what it says. It says, leave your Amazon review for our newest releases. Thank you everyone who purchased any of our newest coloring books. We hope you had a great time. In case you missed any, find them on the Amazon store. And if you've already evaluated the books, we would appreciate honest Amazon reviews. Your reviews show your support for Jade Summer and help other colorists discover our artwork. Thank you in advance for leaving your review. So I even love the way they frame this. They make this seem as if it's a favor to colorists all over the world to actually review these books. That way other colorists come into the community, and all in all, it's helping the community as a whole instead of putting more money on their pocket. So it's blatantly obvious that this is going to make them more money, but they're making it seem like it's the benefit to you, the colorist, which is crazy. And now it also says, if you live outside the US, we would love reviews on the Amazon website for your country. And then on top of that includes all these links where you can straight just direct leave a review, which again, like I said, I think this breaks terms of service on all sorts of different levels. Even though they appreciate honest Amazon reviews, they're still asking, which Amazon puts the ban hammer on a lot of FBA sellers for doing this. And I imagine that right now they are turning the other cheek to KDP because there's all sorts of other problems. Obviously, the issue of uploading books right now is a huge issue. They cannot even keep up with that. So chances are they're going to completely turn the other cheek to this technique for a long time. Same thing happened in FBA until one day the ban hammer came down, and guess what? Even after the ban hammer came down, they still gave people chances. So you might wonder, Liz, are you telling me to do this? While I am not in any way, shape, or form telling you to do this, I am saying that you probably can get away with it. Just like Pepe Le Pew got away with being one of the most perverted cartoon characters of all time, and nobody ever said a single thing about it. But nowadays, that mofo would be the poster boy for sexual assault. So you definitely do not want to actually do this without understanding that it could come down to suspending your account at some point in time. Don't say I didn't tell you so, but I just wanted to inform you that people are out there doing this in FBA still to this day, as well as in KDP. So if you have any questions and or comments on this technique, post them below. I always personally answer them, and I'll see you guys and girls on the next video.